I'm getting ready to make a one of my bacon cheeseburger explosions for my sister-in-law. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to make a low-carb version as well. So what you're going to need for this is, to start with, is 2 pounds of bacon. You need 2 pounds of beef. And here's some seasonings. I just use salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. And then some barbecue sauce. I'm going to use Alternasweets for my low-carb version. So we'll get started with the bacon weave. Okay, I'm going to start by laying a piece of bacon this way, so I know how long my weave needs to be. And then, this bacon may be a little too thin for this. I'm going to lay my bacon across. And another one. We want to keep these fairly close together. We're basically going to do this till we get all the way to the bottom of this other piece of bacon. Okay, so there's basically what we're looking at when you get it done. I can move it forward a little bit. I'll show you. So once we're at this point, we're going to take this piece of bacon, we're going to fold over every other piece of bacon. Then we're going to lay this piece here and fold this back over top. And there's that. Now we're going to take the piece here that's on the bottom. So the top one's on the bottom. And we're going to fold this back. So fold that all the way back. Fold every other piece that's on the bottom there all the way back. Then we'll take another piece of bacon, put it right there. Put these back. Now we got 2 pieces of bacon on our weave. Now we're going to take the other piece of bacon and fold it back. And again, insert a piece of bacon, put it back. And we're going to do this till we've gone all the way across and we have a nice big bacon weave. Okay, so I've got the bacon weave done, and now what you're going to want to do with this bacon weave is season it. I'm simply going to use salt, garlic, onion powder, black pepper. Any way that you season the meat you generally smoke works well here. I'll show you what the bacon weave looks like right now. So here's the bacon weave. I flattened it out with my hand some too. And I'm just going to season it a little. There we go, got it seasoned. Now I'm gonna put 2 pounds of ground beef on this. I'm gonna press in 2 pounds of ground beef. Okay, whatever portion of the bacon you didn't use in this weave, you wanna go ahead and cook that. Get it nice and crispy. I mean, if you like it a little underdone, that's fine, whatever. But get it crispy, break it up into pieces, because we're gonna be using that in a minute as well. Beef. I like to try to break it off into about fourths, and you know, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and that goes there. Now, we just got to flatten it out to fill up this whole thing of bacon. Okay, so here's what we got now. We got the ground beef layer all over this. We're going to again season this with all the same seasonings, and then put our bacon crumbles on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, and there's what we got now. All the bacon crumbles all over it. Now I'm going to put some Alternasweets barbecue sauce and drizzle this all over top of that. So here's what we got after we put the barbecue sauce on. This is what it looks like. At this point, you can go ahead and roll it up if you want, but I'm going to do something a little different this time. I got a big block of sharp cheddar cheese. I'll plop it right in the middle. I got another one too, but one looks big enough. So I'm going to stick that in the middle. And now we're going to roll it up. Okay, to roll this up, it's not the easiest thing. We're going to take the beef layer right here. And we're going to roll it the best we can. It's not going to be perfect. It actually, if you put a layer of parchment paper down below the bacon and between the bacon and beef, it's a whole easier to roll. Unfortunately, I could not find my parchment paper. All right, we got it rolled up. Tuck it back in, press it together. Your hands are going to get a little messy. But there we go. We got essentially a meat log. Now what we're going to do is roll it up the other way. Get your hands under the bacon and roll it around. And right here, the crease where the bacon meets, put that on the bottom. It'll help hold it together. Those little strands, wrap them in there somewhere. Okay. I'm out of the frame. So now we got our log. What we're going to do with this, we're going to season it one more time with the same seasonings. So here's what the log looks like. I'm going to put my salt, pepper, garlic, and onion on it again. And then we're going to get it in the smoker. Okay, so I got my meat out here. This is the one I'm making for my sister-in-law. This is the one that's keto. The only difference is the barbecue sauce, and I stuffed some cheese in the middle of mine. Now I got my smoker here. Now generally you want to put this on like 225 and smoke it. So you want to smoke it till you get internal temperature of 165. However, with me right now, this smoker that I have is not working. The heat's broken, it got rained on or something, and it's messed up. But what I do have down here is a cold smoker attachment there off to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it out here about an hour to get smoke, and then I'm going to take it inside and cook it at the same temperature for like 225 to 235 until it reaches 165. But I'll start out here with getting some smoke. There they are. I got this thing is full of maple wood. Okay, they've had an hour to an hour and a half of smoke now, so I'm bringing them in the house. Normally you can just do it in the smoker. My smoker is just not working. I got my oven on 235. I've got them in there and hooked up to a probe to tell me when they hit 165, and they will be done. It's probably going to take an hour and a half-ish, I'm guessing, somewhere in there. There they are. Okay, my meat logs, my bacon cheeseburger explosions, they've hit the 165. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven up to like 375. I might do 400. I'm turning it to 400. Basically, in just a few minutes, I'm going to try to crisp up the bacon on the outside some. Because when you cook bacon slow, it doesn't get very crisp. So I'm going to turn that up maybe 10 to 20 minutes and see if we can crisp up that bacon on the outside. Okay, I've got the bacon cheeseburger explosion out now. Bacon's nice and crispy. It's very important now to let it rest. We're going to let it rest for probably 20 to 30 minutes. Then we're going to slather some barbecue sauce on it. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like out of the oven. All right, here's what it looks out of the oven. We got these nice crisp bacon. There's a little bit of bacon there that's not crispy. That's fine. And here's what the non-keto one looks like. The only difference is the barbecue sauce. Nice and crispy. Well, and I can put cheese in this one. You can see it leaking out. I'll slather some barbecue sauce on it in a minute. I will mention, since I had to fix these in the oven, the bottom had some grease and stuff, so it was a little wet, so it's a little wetter on the bottom than normal. But also, the other one was on top, mine was on bottom. So when the one on top was done and the bacon was crispy, mine wasn't quite. So I moved it to the top rack. I put the broil on for like 5 minutes. Basically, you just want to crisp the bacon up. I think it tastes better with crispy bacon. You don't have to do that if you don't want. And as far as the cheese I stuck on the inside, I've only ever done that once before. Usually I make it without the cheese. But I thought the cheese might be good. I think cream cheese would be good. I think butter would be good. Putting some eggs in there would be good. You can stuff it with whatever you want. Onions, peppers, mushrooms. It's just good. Okay, it's rested, and I got some barbecue sauce here. The low-carb barbecue sauce. I'm gonna slather it all over this. There it is, finished product. Now let's slice into it and see what it looks like. Here you go, this is what it looks like. We got our cheese in there and our bacon and the burger curled around it with bacon on the outside and barbecue sauce. It's gonna make me a few good meals.